Aries, welcome back to my channel. So I've been having a hard time to connect with your guys' energy, honestly. So let's take a good dive into your guys' energy. I want to see what's really going on and what's happening. Because I feel like, I'm not saying that you're hiding something, but there's something that you don't really want to show others. It's like, it could be just vulnerability, what you're going through. I don't know, but we're gonna take a closer look. All right, we're gonna do we're gonna do a shadow work reading. Honestly, I want to see really what's going on, because I really could not connect with you guys today or recently. So Spirit, I welcome you to this reading for Aries. This may or may not resonate with you guys. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You guys already know how it works. If this doesn't relate to you, then just let it go. It's not for you. This is going to be for those who it's meant to be for, alright? But I hope that you guys can get something out of this message overall. So for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the North Node. Let's see what's going on. What's Aries going through? Let's see. What's Aries showing on the surface? What's Aries showing on the surface? Spirit, what's Aries showing on the surface? Hearing that song. What's it called? I don't even know the name of the song. It's called Slip Through Your Hands. So what's Aries showing on the surface? Okay. Kind of a contradicting energy. Oh my, please. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Oh, okay. So I feel, okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star, the Six of Wands in the reverse, Judgment. We got the Ace of Wands in the reverse, and then the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like, honestly, it's kind of a contradicting energy, and you might be confusing people at this moment. Maybe you guys don't really know what to feel at this time, because I feel like you guys are trying to make something right, basically bring something back up, but at the same time heal. It's like you're not letting something really go. And the thing is, like, I'm not even sure if you know how to really let this go. This could just be a situation that happened to you where you felt, I'm hearing defamed, where you felt insulted somehow. And it's like you guys could have been feeling very confident, but somebody could have just came in and said something very harshly, or you took kind of harshly. Something like that. And you come out feel very, like, I don't know, argumentative, I guess you could say. Or you just don't really think before you speak, so I mean, it's like trying to hurt somebody back with your words too, you know? Let's see. Why the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse? You could have tattoos all over yourself. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that has tattoos everywhere. You guys could have felt like you were trapped, or maybe you couldn't move from a situation, or like you didn't know how to move from a situation. You had to be stuck in one place for a while, but you were breaking free. And I do see that, whether it was you giving yourself time to be away from a situation, but maybe you guys didn't feel really protected, or like somebody was really on your side when it came to some type of situation. What's the Star here for? Or maybe somebody felt like this when it came to you. Page of Wands. Okay, so somebody was looking for some type of answers because they wanted to heal. And I feel like maybe somebody, it's like how they say, don't go looking for like answers if you're not ready for them. Somebody was studying somebody or something, maybe a situation. Some of you guys could even hire a PI. And the information that came back, you weren't really so happy about it. Maybe you could have found out that somebody hasn't let something go from the past. I don't know. Or this is just you having a hard time letting something from the past go, Aries, like I said. Not knowing how to move away from it. It's like you could be even addicted to the situation, like trying to figure out more answers, even though you already gotten the answers. Why the 6 of Wands here in the reverse? 10 of Cups. You want to bring some type of family situation together, and I do feel like you know that this isn't the end. You want to keep moving forward. You could be dealing with the Cancer, possibly. Could also be dealing with a Libra so far. And an Aquarius. You want to succeed in something. I feel like you want to get to the bottom of something, really. But I don't know if the way you're going about it's really the right way. You guys could, with the Justice, you guys could be dealing with the legal system too. Maybe you guys could be pressing charges, or you're dealing with some type of court battle currently. Or this is what's happening. Ace of Cups. You're trying to fight for what you love, in a sense, the Devil in the reverse, but there's a need to really release something. And it's like you could have the possibility of things going in your favor, but there's something that needs to be let go of. I'm hearing Black Widow. Balance. Yeah, there needs to be some type of balance. And I feel like there is going to be some type of balance. There's going to be some type of equal give and take. If you guys were owed some type of money, you guys could get the money that I'm hearing taken from you. So maybe there was some type of money that was kept from you, taken from you, or was it released to you, and you're blocking something. It's like maybe somebody didn't give you what you deserved, or what was meant to be yours. For some of you guys could be trying to block somebody's communication with somebody. And you could be filing, I don't know, I hope this isn't fake reports. Maybe somebody was filing fake reports on you. Could have called the police or something, and out of love they were doing something, but in reality it backfired on them. I don't know. It could be one of those situations for some of you. Not all of you. Why is this Judgment here? King of Pentacles in the reverse. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. 8 of Pentacles. What else? 3 of Swords. 6 of Pentacles. So something you were trying to make. Okay. This could be some type of, like, I don't know, maybe some type of child support situation. Somebody's possibly not working. So you could have heard some type of gossip that it got to your head. Maybe you know somebody that looks like this. Somebody could know that the person that they're protecting is, I don't know, it's like there's something that's going to be made right from the past. Maybe some type of fair share. This is so confusing though. The Emperor. This could be some type of, oh. There could have been a father figure that could have been giving to something else. And you're not letting this go. It's like, how are you going to take care of them before us is what I'm hearing. So, what's this about? Why does it say so one in the reverse? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Somebody's, yeah, there's there is a loss of money here. Maybe you're trying to get somebody to pay up, like possibly child support. The Tower, it's something to end. The Truth, clarity. You guys are getting clarity on something. What's this Ace of Swords about? The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe something might not go in your favor. Yeah, maybe something might not go in your favor, because I feel like somebody does have a good defense attorney or something like that. This is a legal case. Especially if something was being done out of spite. I feel like there's... whoever's trying to... like... because I feel like somebody's throwing a fit, though. Maybe this is somebody that you're dealing with. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse, it's like somebody's coming in argumentative, but they're not really telling the truth. They're just coming in with words and stuff. So it's like they're acting without really thinking. They're letting their emotions get the best of them. And I feel like somebody's going to notice that this person's kind of off balance. Somebody could be dealing with mental health issues without even realizing they have mental health issues. You know, it happens all the time. I'm not trying to offend anybody or anything, but it's like it happens. Sometimes we deal with depression. Sometimes we deal with being bipolar. Shit. The other day I asked my boyfriend, I was like, if I had mental health issues, what would you think it'd be? Because you're upset bipolar. So I mean, it happens to all of us. You know, we got our ups and downs. Shit. Okay, so what do you want me to see with it comes to Aries? Oh yeah, that was on the surface level. Now let's see what's going on with Aries underneath the surface. That's what I was gonna see. There's where the deep shit goes in. All right, so what's underneath the surface with Aries? What's really going on with them? What's really going on with Aries with them? But they're not showing. What are they hiding within themselves? What do they need to realize about themselves that they don't know? Where is it that Aries doesn't know that they don't know about themselves? Spirit, show me what Aries needs to come awareness of their own self. Remember, shadow work is just basically figuring out the things about us that we don't know. You know, it's many times we suppress these emotions, feelings, feeling ashamed, and not really want to recognize these parts of ourselves, when in reality it's a part of ourselves, you know. This could be because we don't recognize these flaws within ourselves because it's kind of normal and this is just how we are. But there's sometimes we need to actually recognize the bullshit within our own self in order for our outer world to change. So what's happening underneath the surface? Got the Empress in the reverse. Sorry, Aries, I don't mean to laugh at you. I mean, it happens. Okay. The Fates. 4 of Cups. Aries, you are so fucking contradicting. I'm sorry. But you really are, and I feel like you even confuse your own self at times. And I don't mean to call you out on this, but it's like, what the fuck? You know, and it's like I said, we all go through it without realizing sometimes we do more harm to ourselves than good by being this way. And that's why the self-awareness really comes into handy, you know, doing shadow work. Not everybody's ready for shadow work, but everybody should do shadow work, and I honestly do believe that. Okay, I see what's going on. So Aries, you're out for fucking blood. Let's be honest. You don't want something to end, but because you're in love with somebody, but there's an end. There needs to be a transformation that happens. Whether it's the way you think, whether it's the way you go about things, but all this planning and doing things behind, like, it's like somebody is literally creating a situation where, and I feel like this is you, Aries, whether you realize it or not, you're somehow manipulating something in order for it to go your way. And I know a lot of people, like I say, they're not going to agree on this, but you know what, it is what it is. Whether you want it, you have the ability to recognize these things in yourself, or you're not ready to grow up. A lot of us don't realize or want to accept these parts of ourselves, but it really does help to acknowledge and work on these parts. Sometimes when we continuously go through these habitual bullshit patterns, you'll realize that maybe it's not other people that's the issue, it's us that's the issue. And that's where we gotta really sit our asses down and be like, all right, so what the fuck do I need to change? What is it that I'm doing that is obviously not working? Because with the Empress in the reverse, I feel like somebody could throw fits. Somebody could literally throw tantrums, possibly even cry to get their way. Because they want their happiness, they want their family, they want whatever it is that they want. They throw tantrums. In other words, maybe not as a little kid, but it's some type of tantrum where it could be handled in a different way. It doesn't have to be handled in such a emotional, because this is emotional manipulation, let's be honest. When we're trying to control somebody, the way they feel about us, maybe make them feel bad or guilty for what's really happening. And I feel like people have enabled this within you, unfortunately, or they have given you what you wanted through these acts that you continuously make. When you act out, when you I don't know, it's just like it's a tantrum. The Four of Cups, it's like you're not seeing what it is that's being presented to you in front of you. Maybe you guys are constantly looking for answers, but the answers that you get, you don't want to accept. And it's hard for you to accept. And I get it. It is hard for us to accept the truth sometimes, but sometimes it's necessary to actually take off the blindfold and recognize things for what it really is. And the longer we keep blinded, the longer we're just going to keep ourselves stuck and not really evolving. It's not about getting what we want, it's getting what we need. And unfortunately, the universe doesn't give a fuck about what we want. It's going to bring us what we need to go through in order for us to grow and evolve and get past these situations, or else it's going to be presented to you over and over again. With the Four of Cups, it's like the universe has continuously brought you the solution, the answer, possibly even better people to work with, and you don't want it. You just completely resist it, or you completely sabotage it somehow. It could be because of your past situations, your past disappointments, whatever the case is. You have a coping mechanism where you literally try to manipulate somebody's emotions, how they feel, or how they feel what they've done, or I don't know, it's like manipulating them in a way to make them feel guilty. And you can't do that. I mean, you can, but what's the purpose of that when in reality it's not really a genuine, them feeling bad for what they did. It's because you're forcing that into their face, you're pushing it onto them, and not everybody's gonna be like, all right, and like such a prick about it, and they're gonna kind of give you what you want, because I'm pretty sure they care about you. But it's like when you work with a child, they make you feel bad, and you're like, all right, because they're crying, and I'm not saying that you cry and stuff, but maybe some of you guys do. But it's so they could stop overreacting, they give them what they want, right? With the Strength in the reverse, I feel like you're not really feeling confident. And you know what, honestly, with this snake being surrounded with this person like that, it's you could be very suffocating when it comes to the person that you're dealing with, because of the way that you are. With the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, there's a lack of, whether it's contentment, finances, or it could be due to finances, because there's a lack of finances. With the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, it's somebody's not really working or collaborating with you, or just in general working. And with the Five of Swords, somebody's literally trying to do anything to win at all costs, and they're going behind somebody's back, doing the most. It's they throw rocks and hide their hands, and it could be pointing fingers at somebody else, not really wanting to acknowledge the parts that they're actually doing. And there's people in the background watching this, but they're just staying quiet. Whether you realize it or not, Aries, I feel like people do recognize this within yourself. or about you, and they're starting to realize things that you probably don't even think that they're onto. With the Fool in the reverse, I feel like, honestly, you're making foolish decisions. You're not really thinking before you're acting. It's just like you're letting your emotions get the best of you. And that shit could fuck you up in the long run. Like I said, you guys really got to sit down and think about what you guys are doing before you guys go ahead and make certain situations. Now, if this is somebody making false reports, I mean, this shit's going to backfire on you somehow. I don't know if this is somebody else doing this to you or not, but I mean, this could be just a situation where somebody's making false allegations or pointing fingers or accusing somebody else of something that they're really not doing. This is gonna basically come out like in the surface and be exposed pretty soon, is what I'm seeing. And I don't know whether you realize this or not, but this could be something that you're trying to prevent because you kind of seen things getting out of hand. And it's like the lies are just, I don't know, it's something like that, Aries. Take it how it resonates. It could be in any certain situation, you know. Maybe there was something in the past that was done that you're trying to keep from coming out, but it's coming out somehow because somebody was, I mean, there's something got kind of messy, and maybe somebody found out something and they're putting the pieces together. I don't know, but be mindful of the actions that you're taking right now because this could be coming back to bite you in the ass somehow. Let me see. That was pretty deep. Hold on. Here's my card then. Let me clarify these for you, Aries. But it's like maybe this is what you're hiding underneath, you know? Like you don't really want to show people like that you got a way of getting your way, but in reality, is that really getting your way or you're forcing your way? Like by not giving somebody really an option to really make a choice that they truly want because of guilt trips and stuff, you know? Why is this Empress in reverse? Because the Empress in reverse, I see that as a very bratty energy. See the Hanged Woman in the reverse too. It's like you're very stubborn. You're not willing to look at things through a different point of view. And this is, I mean, there's sacrifices that need to be made, Aries, and I don't feel like you're willing to be able to make those sacrifices. You want the sacrifices to be done for you. The Seven of Pentacles. It's like you want the investments to be made, but you don't really want to make the investment yourself. You want people to change the way they see things. But in reality, Ten of Swords, this is deception. This is not only deceiving yourself, but you're deceiving others in a way. It's like, and that's where you got to really ask yourself, do you want something that's genuine or do you want something that's forced? For something to be going your way out of pride and ego? Because, I mean, I'm not saying your ego is your worst enemy. Hell no, that shit helps you. But when pride and ego is mixed together, it's not a good combination. And like I said, a lot of you probably already not even looking at the rest of this reading. But, I mean, this is shadow work. This is things that we need to see of ourselves. This is going within and actually taking a good last look at ourselves and for what we really are. And not everybody, and you guys don't have to sit there and admit it like out loud or nothing, but think about it and don't lie to yourself, because you can lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourselves. You know, I've been through this shit where I had to take a look at my own bullshit. You know, not gonna sit here and pretend like, no, like I'm really good at shadow work because of the shit that I had to fucking overcome. You know, I had extremely toxic ways in the past and I had to learn how to get out of that. You know, I was constantly in toxic situations, and obviously I found myself in those situations because of me over, and I had to accept that it was my fault because I continuously was doing something obviously over and over that was allowing me to stay in those situations. And in order for me to recognize that part of myself, I had to actually take a good look at myself and accept that I was mostly part of the problem as well. And in order to change that, it first came with acknowledging those toxic traits of myself. That didn't mean I had to like admit it to everybody else. No, I mean, it's just I took accountability for my own part. And I wasn't sitting here like pointing fingers, you know, for the longest time I felt like a victim, when in reality I wasn't a victim, because I allowed myself to continuously be put in those situations and stayed in those situations. And even when you get out of toxic situations, it's hard to like really change your mentality, because not only are you just getting out of a toxic situation, now it's having to rewire your brain and really unlearn all the toxic traits, without sabotaging your next relationship. Actually, like taking the time to do that, and it takes work. It's not easy. I'm not saying it is. It's hard to accept these parts of ourselves, but it's necessary if we truly want something healthy and good for us in the future. If we want something different, unless you're comfortable being in those toxic situations, then by all means continuously stay in those. But I'm speaking on like to those that actually want something different, who actually want to become a better version of themselves. I'm not saying that you're not a good version of yourself, but there could be some things that you can improve or change that would really be beneficial to you and your own mental health and state of mind. I don't know. I mean, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you don't, then you don't. The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. For some of you guys, financial restrictions could be an issue as well. Maybe you feel like you're lacking in something. Why is this 10 of Cups here? What is this about? 3 of Cups. I feel like you guys rely your happiness on other people. And it's like you can't like really expect somebody to make you happy if you don't know how to make yourself happy. Yeah, the King of Cups in reverse. Especially if you guys are expecting like for somebody with the empty cup to try and fill up your cup. Like that's impossible, and likewise, and the other way around, you guys can't be filling somebody else's cup when they have literally a crack at the bottom of their cup, because it's just going to keep spilling. It's never going to happen. You got to be able to fill in that void within your own self, because your happiness is your responsibility, not nobody else's. We expect other people like, oh, well, you don't even, I'm not happy. Well, that's your issue. It sounds like a personal problem to me. Your partner has nothing to do with that. If you don't know how to maintain your own happiness, then that's on you. They're not responsible to keeping you happy. They're responsible for speaking to you, being vocal, and like literally just being there for you in the sense of like as a partner. But your happiness, okay, how do I explain this? You shouldn't rely on anybody else for love. All right, that's why self-love is very important, and being able to be alone is very important. When you're afraid of losing somebody, then that means that you feel like you're lacking in something. You got to understand that if somebody's willing to walk away from you, then it's okay. You're not gonna, the moment you know that you love yourself and you can fill your own cup, you're no longer afraid to lose people, because in the end, you know that you're not missing out on something. It's just the experience that they're gonna miss out on, because when you're fulfilled that way, when you know how to build yourself up on your own, you're not taking from anybody else. You're no longer like just constantly expecting, because the only way to be disappointed is by continuously expecting from other individuals. That's all that's gonna ever happen. Like I don't know if this is making sense to any of you guys. I really hope it is. But it's like, stop relying on other people, especially who's like, especially on people who aren't even willing to actually love you, and they're still holding on to bullshit from their past. If they're not ready, they're not ready, because I feel like somebody's still holding on to their past, or at least their past experiences. They're showing up as a knight. Page of Swords in the reverse. Somebody could be constantly have the issue of checking somebody else's phone, trying to see what they're doing, just like being very much into their like personal space without giving them any privacy. And then on top of that, they come in with nothing but bullshit, like arguments, whether this be you or them. But it's like this is happening within your energy, Aries. Page of Cups, and it's like they want to come back with little apologize. Like they apologize and then they go back to saying bullshit, let's just say. This could be you, this could be them, Aries. I don't know, but take it how it resonates. Point being, this is happening within your own energy, and whether you're allowing it or not, I feel like you are allowing it, because you're not setting healthy boundaries between you and this individual. A partnership should have a lot of respect and lines shouldn't be crossed. And it's hard for us to do that because it's like I want them to trust me, but at the same time, you can't just give your like somebody the opportunity to stomp all over you and not really respect your boundaries, because then they're just gonna always be used to like invading your privacy. And there is a need to just learning how to trust your partner. Now that they take advantage of that, then that's different. But like I said, there needs to be boundaries set. There needs to be, but you have to respect those boundaries as well too. You can't set boundaries and not expect them to, it's an equal give and take, Aries. And I feel like you guys are having a hard time actually dealing with this shit. Why is this Four of Cups here? Queen of Wands. Temperance in reverse. It's like you're beautiful, you're very attractive, but I don't feel like you really recognize this within your own self. You feel like there's parts of you missing, and I feel like you have left parts of yourself in past relationships, because you gave your love away to the wrong individuals, unfortunately. But that's when you gotta actually like let go of those situations and take your power back. Six of Cups, you're still energetically holding on to the past, and that's what's keeping you from moving forward, from truly recognizing what's right in front of you. Why is this Three of Swords in reverse? The Moon. See, this is hidden. You're not really showing people that this is still something from the past that's hurting you. This is a subconscious feeling. It's like there's still so much in the dark that you're not even recognizing within your own self. Some of you guys could feel empty, or even when you guys are in a relationship, you still feel void. You feel like you're still not satisfied. Why is this Strength in the reverse? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you could be very like, you don't feel confident about your finances. Maybe you don't really want to show people that you're struggling, possibly. But I mean, who doesn't struggle? We live in a generation where we're literally just paying our fucking rent. We're working to pay our rent. Everybody's going through financial struggles. Fuck what people think, As long as you're taking care of yours, that's all that matters. There's no need to be like showing people what you have or what you don't have. Fuck that. It's none of their business. Stop feeling like you're lacking of, because then you're gonna stay in that energy. Eight of Wands in the reverse. The Star. It's like you want to heal something. Okay, so you are holding on to something that you want to fix from the past, but you don't know how to fix it. Or maybe there's an urge for you to like look back at something and you don't know how to really bring mends to it. It's something that's already been done, but it's like you can't let go of it for some reason. Maybe this person ghosted you. Maybe you ghosted this person and you don't know how to come back from that. Yeah, the communication's off. Two of Cups in the reverse. Maybe you guys just don't know how to really communicate without arguing. Why is this Ten of Pentacles in the reverse? The Four of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, your finances don't look that great right now, but there's, with Judgment, something is being resurrected from the dead. It's like something's being brought back up. What is being brought back up? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you want somebody to help you out somehow. Because somebody that you truly love and admire, but it's like, how the hell am I going to get this person to like change their point of view? How do I get them to help me without... No, it's like more like I'm gonna get this motherfucker to help me, or this bitch to help me. Like, you're forcing something onto somebody. And maybe there's an easier way to go about this, but because you're forcing it, they're fighting it. Why is this Three of Pentacles in reverse? Judgment in the reverse. It's not going to happen. Four of Wands. Why is Four of Wands? Four of Pentacles. See, it's like, I feel like your own responsibilities are your own responsibilities. And I mean, if you're trying to get somebody to not spend money on anything else but you and your responsibilities, because you feel like they're responsible for that. Maybe you guys are married or something. It's not their responsibility at the end of the day. You know, I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me when it comes to kids and shit, but at the end of the day, you chose to have kids. If this is a situation like that, like, it's not really anybody else's responsibility. Like I said, I know a lot of people are going to disagree. It's like, oh, their father needs to be there, but at the end of the day, they didn't carry those children for 9 months. And honestly, I mean, they don't owe you shit. The way I see it, if anything, you owe your kids the effort to actually do something different. You can't be relying on somebody or holding on to somebody because you guys had children and you don't want them to move forward with somebody else. Maybe see them actually do something that they weren't able to do with you with somebody else. There's a need to let that go and just understand that things happen the way they happen and people move on, and people don't have to stay with you or take care of you and your children, unfortunately, you know. And believe me, like, I'm not saying this because, oh, this and that. No, I got 3 kids, you know, and I've had to deal with it on my own. Like, I don't know. I just never seen the need to really enforce child support and do all that and hold a grudge over their dads, you know. Like, if they're there, they're there. If they're not, then, I mean, what am I going to do, you know? Eventually, my kids are going to realize who their dads are by their own presence, by their own willing to actually help out and be there for them, you know. And honestly, it is what it is. I don't rely on that or hold any grudges, but that's me. That's the way I see it, you know. But because I understand that my kids are my responsibility at the end of the day, and not anybody else is going to take care of my kids the way I do or see the situation like that. But neither am I going to rely on another man or another person to force them to feel like they have responsibility over their head, you know. If they feel okay not taking care of their kid, then that's on them. Eventually their kid's gonna realize that about their own father or their own absent parent, you know. You don't need to enforce that on them, honestly. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, everybody's gonna have a different opinion. 5 of Swords, what's this about? Nine of Pentacles. It's all about finances, though, at the end of the day. It has a lot to do about finances. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Because somebody's single, because somebody, like, has their money. Why? I don't get it. Show me more. Nine of Pentacles. King of Swords. Is somebody in another relationship with somebody or moving forward with somebody else? Or maybe you're trying to decide on who you want to actually keep around, but you're not letting go of the other individual. This could be the other way around. This person could be trying to decide this about you. This could be a same-sex relationship too, but it's 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Somebody is definitely two-timing here, and they're trying to figure out what to move away from. The 10 of Wands, and this is stressful. And I mean, this is your spirit, Aries, so this could be you that's doing this. 2 of Swords, holding a blindfold, not really wanting to make a decision. King of Pentacles, and we got the King of Swords. But the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. It's like, we got a lot of 9s. Like, somebody's strategically trying to keep this from coming out. Playing both cards. What's the King of Swords about? Who's the King of Swords, or what's this about? Page of Pentacles. So this is something new. Ace of Pentacles. This person is kind of reliable. I mean, they make their own. What's this King of Pentacles in reverse about? Who's this? The Moon in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody who doesn't work. Queen of Swords in reverse. I mean, this could be a side situation. Maybe this person's already involved with somebody else and you're pissed off about that because, I mean, I don't know. This is so weird. Aries, what the fuck are you doing? If it's not you, then it's them dealing with this. But I mean, you're in this mix. I don't know, somebody is the side chick or there's a side dude, but there's somebody trying to figure out what to do before the other individual finds out that they're dealing with. Let's just put it like that. There's some things that are being trying to be hidden, and somebody's stressed out because it's coming out. Why is the Fool in the reverse? Maybe somebody's tired of being the side chick or the side dick. I don't know. But somebody's getting enlightened by something and they're going to start working on something else. I feel like somebody's going to end up staying by themselves, honestly. Maybe because somebody's going to decide to, like, work on themselves. This is a deep-ass message, Aries. The cross watchers are going to be like, yeah, that's what fucking Aries is doing. The Hierophant. I mean, there's... How to explain this? There's something that has been happening. There's a commitment maybe that's been established, but it's like you're trying to decide whether or not to walk away from it. Now, don't allow little flings affect your marriage. I'm gonna tell you that right now, because I feel like that could be happening where you don't know whether to stay or go. Let's see. I'm gonna get one of these cards out. This was a long ass fucking reading, Aries. 41 minutes. I don't know. This was for a reason. This is for Aries. I didn't even realize I did that long. I hope this helps some of you guys out, you know? I know it's a long ass reading. Maybe you guys aren't even staying to listen to the whole thing, but for those of you who are, I hope this helps you. And it just shows that you guys really are willing to work on yourselves. And it just shows me that there are people who are trying to change for the better. And who can handle the truth. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling for you to learn at this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? What was I just saying? Can't make this shit up. Walk in another person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? Also got, how can I deepen my trust right now? Trust and surrender. Let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself, truly fully in yourself, so that you can deepen your trust in others. Trust creates safety, and when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. Today's soul action. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos. Be certain with yourself so you can deepen the trust in others. More. What is the most limiting belief keeping me from what I want right now? What story are you telling yourself? When you think about your dreams, what is the first limiting thought that comes to your mind? If you're not living the life you desire, it's because a part of you doesn't believe it's possible. Today's soul action is time to upgrade. Look your belief in the eye. Where did I come from? What new belief are you ready to adopt in its place? How will this change your results? Remember, your belief is the root of your results. Own it, heal it, upgrade it. That's what I was getting with the Hierophant. It's like you have this like way of, like, you're rooted into some type of belief, possibly even religious factors. I don't know, maybe your upbringing, but I mean, you guys really know what to acknowledge within your own selves. But I'm gonna leave that there. This was a long ass reading. It's pretty late too. But I wanted to get that reading done for you guys because I really couldn't read your guys' energy. If this video helped, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you guys can actually get some more videos that hopefully will help you out.